for everybody to get on here. There we go. Hey everybody. No comments yet. All right. So what I wanted to do, the reason I'm going live today, is I wanted to show you guys some tensile strength differences about pouches. Now, everybody knows, or I say everybody knows, everybody has their favorite pouch. You have, you know, whether it's microfiber or kangaroo leather or some other type of material, we all have our favorite pouch. For the vast majority of people, microfiber fits the bill. That's your favorite pouch. That's the material that you gravitate towards. I like microfiber as well. I also like certain types of leather. It just depends on what I'm shooting. But I wanted to show you guys the pouches that I make. I wanted to show you the difference in the tensile strength of the different materials. So this is one of the blue pouches that I cut yesterday from the blue microfiber. As you can see, I told you the guys it was cut crooked, and yeah, you can't use that for a pouch. But what I can do is take my draw weight tester here and show you guys how strong this material is, and then, you know, give you a band set suggestion for it. So let's turn it on. You can see that we're on 0, and here we go. Oh, and it snapped at, back up, get it to focus, 20.86 pounds. So let's call that 21 pounds. So you could use comfortably now, I would suggest using a band set that had 15 pounds of draw weight or less with this material. And some of you might be thinking, oh, well, you know, who cares about draw weight? Very rarely is anybody drawing back that kind of weight. And you're right, you're correct. In slingshots, it is very, very odd in the majority of applications to go over, I don't know, I'd say 8 pounds, 10 pounds of draw weight. Going over that is the exception, not the rule. So this blue material, for 99% of your purposes, is going to work just fine. Now I also have this green stuff, the scaly stuff like GZK sells. Go ahead and hook it on here. Let's zero that out. On 0, let's see what it says. And this particular one, which it wasn't cut exactly right, I'll show you that to you guys. You can see it's not cut exactly right. It went to 20.18, and I know that this material is stronger than that. So we'll do another one real quick. that. Here's another one that's not goofed up, so let's try it. Put it on, zeroed out, some zero. What's up, Wes? You're going to be real interested in this. Stick around. And, yeah, that 23 pounds is when that green stuff broke. And I'll be honest with you, I've used some heavy hunting setups. But I've never gone over 20 pounds. 20 pounds of draw weight with a slingshot is insane. And real quick, I did want to, I've got another material here. It's a charcoal gray microfiber, but it's made just a little different from the other microfibers that I have. And matter of fact, I'm going to, here in a couple of minutes, I'll have some stuff to show you guys, and we'll use one of those pouches. We'll sacrifice one of them to test. Now this right here is kangaroo leather, and it is around a millimeter, maybe 1.2 mil thick. And this stuff now is very, very strong. Like I'm having to fight it to even get it on the draw weight tester here. It is kangaroo leather is some of the stoutest stuff there is when it comes to pouches. And I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get this on because it's just not wanting to give any at all. I am trying, but I am not succeeding to get that on. Here, I'll put it in one of these other holes just to be able to show you guys how strong this stuff is. Alright, we're zeroed out. So, I mean, that's 26 pounds. And that's, I mean, I can't, yeah. So you don't have any worries about kangaroo leather when it comes to pouches. I mean, it can get some age on it and things of that nature. Now this is, I told you guys I had some red material. Here it is. I'll pop it on real quick. Show you guys the draw weight. And yet, once again, we're zeroed out. 21.72. Get that, guys, where you can see it. 21. I know it's backwards. I'm sorry, I can't flip it and make it go the right way. But it's 21.72, 22 pounds of draw weight for that red material. Once again, you're not going to have any issue whatsoever with these materials. And just real quick, this is the charcoal gray material here, and I'm going to cut just a few more out of this white stuff, or white, cream color, whatever color you want to call it, just to show you guys the draw weights for different materials. I think it should be fine, we'll see. But this gray stuff here and I don't know what it's not any thicker than the blue material or the red material. It is just strong stuff. There it is at 0. And yeah, I mean, it's over 30 pounds, guys, and it didn't rip. That was as much as it deformed and stretched a little bit, but I mean, this stuff, it goes right, it goes back to, you know, drop it there. I mean, it's the hole stretched out some, but I mean, you could use that over and over and over again. And 30 pounds of draw weight, that's more than anybody with a slingshot is going to need at all. I mean, that's just it in a nutshell. And then here we go. Here is the white stuff, kind of an off-white cream color, and it is actually, it's a little bit thinner than these others. I think it's a little bit thinner, but that's nothing to really worry about. We're zeroed out, and even with it, I'm going to do that again because I reset my hands. Hold on just a second. Let me get this on here. Okay, we're zeroed out, and let's, you know, I mean, we're at 24 pounds of draw weight, and it didn't rip. So, it's weird. Some of it I can rip, some of it I can't rip, but anyway, you know, we're talking about some very good material for slingshot pouches. Now the green stuff that I told you about, I'll just be honest and upfront, it's not that good. People like the color of it, you know, they like this lime green color, but it's just not the best material to make pouches from. And it works. Now, don't misunderstand me. It definitely works for pouches and works well enough, but it stretches more than these other materials do, and it would not be my first choice for a material. Any of the other and the reason for that is, I'll be upfront and honest with you, this green stuff, and I'm not trying to throw off on him, he makes good products, he sells good stuff. I got that green stuff from GZK, and after I got it, of course I used it, and I don't know if it's a supplier deal with him, because I've gotten other microfibers from him that are fantastic, but it just wasn't that good. Chicken scratching. And then I got on, it was either AliExpress or Alibaba, one of the two. I got on there and I found a supplier of microfiber that I've ordered from ever since then. Every kind of color you can imagine, and what I was looking for in microfiber is I wanted some, what's up CG? I wanted a microfiber that didn't have a backing on it. Like some of the pouches you get from Simple Shot, they've got a backing, some kind of just a really super thin backing on them. I didn't want that. I wanted to have, you know, just the same stuff on both sides, and that's what I got. So I was very, very pleased with this microfiber, and that's why I kept buying it. But I am going to band up a set of the bands I use to hunt with right here. As you can see, I'm camoed out. I did not get to go deer hunting yesterday like I wanted to, but I am going to go right here in just a little while. It is, it's 4 o'clock, and I'll be in the woods here in about the next 30 minutes. And I'm very, very excited about what I've got on my camera. Just hope it comes in during legal shooting light. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I've had a successful season. It's been good. And it's in spite of, I've been successful in spite of not being able to be in the woods as much as I would like to. And I'm one of those that when deer season rolls around, I'm there all the time. But for my band setup, this is Simple Shot .6. Tapered 22 to 12 with once I get done tying it to the pouch and tying it to the frame, it'll be 170 millimeter active length. I cut them 190 and then stretch them back, and makes for a really solid, really good setup. And I am just tickled to death with the performance out of this setup. It's really it's my top of the run, top of the line go-to setup for the ammo that I use to hunt with. And I use a variety of ammos. I'll use let me shut this on. There's no need for that to be on anymore. I've done what I needed to do with the laser for right now. I don't need to. No. So just go ahead and shut the computer. Turn you guys this way. Yeah, it's controlled chaos here in the shop. That's just the nature of it. But use one of these charcoal pouches. Get a little band tying jig. And guys, I cannot stress enough about these band jigs from Omega. I'm telling you, I've had several different band tying jigs. The one I used the longest was the old jig that Simple Shot used to sell that had the blue handle. Matter of fact, I've still got it. And I used it for years. I bought it, let me see, I bought that several years ago in 2000, I think 2020. So almost 5 years ago. And it was a fantastic band jig. Yes, it is, Wes. This thing is awesome. And yeah, CG, I'll use 3/8. I'll use 3/8 steel and 3/8 lead. I don't know if you guys remember a few years ago when Simple Shot was selling the lead ammo molds, and I just happened to buy I bought one of each. I bought one of the 8mm molds and one of the 3/8 molds. You'll sit still. I want to show you guys a huge rabbit, if you can even see it on the computer. Let me get my head out of the way. Right there. I'll get my finger right. Crud. Right above that sanding drum is one of my Continental Giant rabbits. You can't see it because it's so far away, but he weighs about, he'd probably weigh between 12 and 15 pounds. He's massive. He's huge. But anyway, yeah, I use 3/8 steel, 3/8 lead. Sometimes I get, when I just want to be crazy and make people's heads spin, why I'll use 8x11 bean shot. There aren't a whole lot of people that shoot beans anymore. I know about the only ones I know of stateside that shoot it are myself and Moan Waller, and we both love bean shot. I mean, it's I've killed all kinds of stuff with 8x11 bean shot, squirrels, rabbits, you name it. I've put a hurting on some game with bean shot. Let me straighten you guys up real quick. Trim the ears off these bands and put them on my slingshot and see how they act. And a lot of people don't like bean shot just because they think the shape is odd. I even had one guy try to tell me that, you know, they weren't aerodynamic enough to be considered a serious hunting ammo. And I'm like, dude, there has been many a meal put on a table with, you know, a forked stick, bicycle inner tubes for bands, a boot leather pouch, and rocks. Anybody that has seen Rufus Hussey, and you know, you're not in my opinion, you know, I mean, if you don't know who Rufus Hussey is and you're in the slingshot community, then you need to just look up Rufus Hussey slingshot, because it will blow your mind what that man was doing, you know, 50 years ago with a tree fork and some gum rubber and, you know, gravel picked up out of his driveway. It really was it was just incredible to watch him shoot. And, well, where has my other tie strip gone now? Oh, there it is. But, you know, so I mean, we can argue aerodynamics and slingshot ammo, but really, in my own experience, it's got more to do with how fast it's traveling before it bucks the wind. Because you can shoot rocks. This is not an endorsement of shooting rocks for safety concerns. This is just what I've found. You can shoot rocks just as accurately as you can shoot steel, but you have to shoot them with a certain speed threshold, or they will, you know, fly crazy on you. But all right, there we go. Got that banded up. Let's just see right here real quick what kind of shooting we're doing. Anytime you change a band set, change pouch materials, go up in thickness, it is advisable to get at distance and take some shots just to practice, just to get a feel for the setup that you're using. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to aim for that green spinner. Nicked it. Jerry, you're fine. Y'all see my rabbit? Y'all see him? How big he is? Yeah, Ben and Jerry are their names. I have two of them. And they just, you know, hop around the yard with the chickens. Oh, yeah. Dead straight. Dead straight. Oh, yeah. 3 in a row. Oh, just a little bit high. Do one more. Oh yeah, smacked it. And yeah, that'll put the hurting on anything that's on the receiving end of it. For sure. It will, it will. And that's what I love about this snapshot, man. Curl it up, drop it in my pocket. Good to go. Let's see what the comments are saying real quick. And yeah, this guys, I'm being serious. I'm not trying to boost anybody's ego or anything like that when it comes to a functional working piece of equipment that just does what it's supposed to do, that right there is, and I'll show you what I mean, okay? Like I've got it set right now. Right there, it's numbered where you can see where you're putting your stock, where you're putting the post. But I mean, man, it's so easy. Loosen it up, move it up, down, all around, tighten it back down where you want it. You know, the post is knurled. Knurling on the post where you can grip it. I mean, I can't. It's heavy. It is. I don't know how much it weighs. I guess probably, I don't know, 2 pounds maybe. So for a band jig, it's heavy, and man, it just works. It's all bolted together, so nothing's coming loose. Breaking it down for travel, if you wanted to, I mean, you just take an Allen wrench, pop those out, unscrew it. They really are, CJ. They really are. I want to get at least one more, possibly 2 more, because they're just so simple to use. They're so simple to use, and just a great piece of equipment, man. They really are. But as far as pouch materials go, if you guys have any questions or anything about pouch materials that you'd like for me to show or to to do some tests with, well, just drop it in the comments, and smash that like button for this. I know there's not many of us here, but smash that like button for this video. And I'm going to try, I know I've been, less than regular, I'll just put it that way, about posting content to the channel. But I'm going to try, I started with Christmas Day, and I'm going to try every day to at least put out some kind of content that's keeping people engaged with the channel. And I've got some ideas of things I want to do. I don't know if they'll all be lives, but they will be. I will be putting out content on a more regular basis than what I have been. I would love to be able to do some lives from my the range I've got in the barn, where I've got my knockdowns and things set up. But I don't have enough service down there for the live to come through very good. And I've tried to get to figure out how to get Wi-Fi signal down there that would be able to function and do right, but I just haven't been able to do that yet. Hadn't figured out how. So anyway, for now, that's it, guys. I am getting off here. Yep, it's 4:15, and it's time to get off here and go to the woods. So until next time, guys, shoot straight. See y'all.